My first job was awful, but I learned a valuable lesson from it. Let's take a look. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we're in the shed as always, and yeah. You might also notice, if you watched yesterday's video, that I am sitting in the exact same spot. That is because I'm recording this about 5 minutes after that one. I don't know, I felt like queuing up some videos, because I think I only had this one that I recorded yesterday in my queue. Yeah, so I don't actually have any videos queued up, so if I somehow manage to miss a day, then a video doesn't go up, so we're gonna rectify that. So, today I'm going to talk about my first job, which was at the lovely, lovely business that we all know and love called McDonald's. Oh, fast food. How I don't miss you. Let's burn some bridges, I guess. I have no interest in ever working in fast food again. So, where do we begin? So after I left high school, it took me that long to get my first job, I know. I'll talk about that another time. So after I left high school, I got my first job at McDonald's. It was a little store called, a little store in a place called Hollywood Plaza. I know it sounds fancy, it's not. It's in a place called Salisbury Downs. If you know where Salisbury Downs is, you know that it's not fancy. They just have a big sign that says Hollywood Plaza, and it kind of looks like the Hollywood sign. But it's not a nice area. Anyway, I was working in the kitchen. This job just makes me angry. So, we didn't have a working air conditioner for actually, even before I was working there, but for the 2 years that I was working there, we didn't have a working air conditioner. So in summer, it would get upwards of 44, 45 degrees. That's Celsius. So whatever that is in Fahrenheit, a lot, 130 maybe? I don't know Fahrenheit. Enough that I don't want to be working at McDonald's. So, yeah, no air conditioner. So even in winter, it was 30 plus degrees in there. That store's don't go to Hollywood Plaza. It's awful. Stuff doesn't get cleaned properly. But you can hear that from me. Anyway, so the management was super strict there about when you clock on and when you clock off. So you clock on the second it goes over to your clock on time, and you clock off as soon as we tell you to clock off. Breaks happen when we tell you to have breaks. You're probably not going to go to the toilet because you're the only one working in the kitchen in that store, so, well, whatever, you can wait then, because it's a little mall store, so you're usually the only person working in the kitchen, unless it's like a Thursday or something, which is when late night shopping is if you're not from South Australia. Does it happen in other states? I don't know. Someone from another state tell me, if there is anyone. There's no one watching this channel. But if there was, someone tell me. Or if you're in America and late night shopping's a thing, tell me that. You have 24-hour supermarkets in some places though, so I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So what did we cover? We covered toilet breaks being awful, all breaks being awful, it being hot all the time. Stuff would constantly just disappear, and you'd have to come up with makeshift ways. Like with the mustard gun, we had to okay, so there's normally a gun which you just press down a lever and it shoots down mustard. Pretty simple. But we had to go find something to replace that because someone lost the spring inside of it, so it didn't work. So we had to use a little squishy bottle, which would make you use way too much mustard. And then the managers would get annoyed because you're using too much mustard and it's costing, at least the store manager did. And the other managers, they were all pretty chill because they weren't directly involved with the money. But when one of your direct bosses is the store manager who manages the books, Yeah, he kind of gets very annoyed when anything gets dropped. So you drop a piece of meat, it's like 30 cents. Like, I can't believe you dropped a piece of meat. So, I did mention that I learned a valuable lesson from this job. There are some bad jobs out there, but there's usually something worse. Unless you're like cleaning sewage pipes, then I don't reckon there's much worse than that. I don't know, depends on how you define worse. But now I'm working in a supermarket doing night fill and also doing web development, and I really love it. I know there's some people who don't love supermarket work or who don't like it at all, but once you've worked something just awful like McDonald's or KFC or I don't know, garbage truck driver or just anything awful, cleaning sewage pipes, once you get something that's better than that, you start respecting whatever else you have. And I think that that's honestly shaped a lot of my decisions as I've gotten a bit older because it's been almost a year since I left there, and I worked there from when I was 18 to about 20, so I'm 21 now, so still fairly young. But I feel like going through that awful job has really changed how I think about work and think about my work ethic, and how much I actually respect, I don't know, just decent work. Things, oh, and I respect people who are willing to spend their lives doing awful work. Because I didn't really think about that when I was younger. It's just like that's how that's I don't know, it's just how they pay the bills, but I didn't really think about the people behind it. But once you've been through an experience like that, it kind of changes how you think about it. Yeah, so that got slightly depressing towards the end. That wasn't the plan. And it's been about 7 minutes now. So I think we might end it there. So if you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon below. And leave some comments so we can game the YouTube algorithm and hopefully get me some more subs. That'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. So I think that's pretty much it. I will talk to you guys again later, and I'm out.